welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I've last posted on here, but I've been up to so much, and as you can see by the title, a lot has happened in the past year. I'm always doing this. Yeah, a lot has happened in the last couple of months, and I wanted to kind of keep you guys updated and tell you why I haven't been posting on YouTube. And hopefully this is a new start for me to get back onto YouTube and consistent again. So guys, a lot has happened, and I'm really excited to tell you guys because I've kind of been keeping this to myself, and now I can share. I can finally share. Anyway, so I'm actually crazy. Yeah, anyway, so as you can see by the title, guys, I'm no longer in Hanoi, Vietnam. In fact, I'm actually not in Vietnam in general. I'm actually in London at the moment, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will already know that. Shameless plug here or there. Follow me on Instagram, guys, and you'll be informed a lot sooner than on YouTube. Hopefully that's gonna change, but anyway, yeah, so guys, this is so weird because a few videos ago I was actually in my living room in my mom's house packing for Hanoi, Vietnam, and I never actually told you guys why I left, because I was only there for like less than a month. And obviously that wasn't the plan. After living in Ho Chi Minh for like 2 years, I plan to move to Hanoi and just like see what things are like in the north as opposed to the south where I'd been living. Well, things kind of went left. So, oh gosh, guys, so I had planned, actually no, let me go back. Around, what was it, January, I was already home because I came to see family. And then it was around January, and then my friend Stevie, of course, he randomly said, I want to go to Dubai. And I had already planned to come back to Vietnam around February. So I was just like, Dubai kind of is halfway. So basically Vietnam from London is a 12-hour direct flight, or if you want, you can take a longer route. But if some airlines, if you do take maybe for example Emirates or some other airlines, you actually do stop off in Dubai. So I was like, spontaneous, I'm gonna book a flight, let's stop off in Hanoi. And this was around Tet holiday anyway, which is basically New Year for Vietnamese people and Chinese people. So yeah, so I thought, let me do 1 week in Dubai with Stevie, let's have some fun, and then we'll come back to Hanoi a little bit sooner than Tet holiday finishes, so I can get set up and just get comfortable and get used to basically kind of like work my way around and get to know the city, because it was my first time living there, not visiting. I had visited a load of times. Anyway, oh gosh, so I have to just mention Dubai was sick. It was amazing. Obviously I had visited before with my friend a few years before, so I already knew I was gonna like it, and we just had a really good time. So yeah, Dubai was lovely. The weather was amazing, the vibes were good. Obviously me and Stevie always have fun, the food was so good, blah blah blah. Anyway, time to we make our way to Hanoi. And then as soon as we land, guys, the weather was so horrible in Hanoi. And like when I was packing, by the way, if you guys want to watch that video of what you need to pack to move to the north in Vietnam, definitely watch this video. I'll like, I don't know, I'll link it like up here and in the description box, so you guys can, so you know what to pack. Anyway, so yeah, as soon as we landed, it was so cold. It was freezing cold. And obviously I had never been to, not obviously, but I had actually never been to Hanoi when it was cold. I used to always go when it was somewhat warm. So I was not prepared. Definitely not prepared. It was freezing cold. When we arrived, it was raining, it was cold, and the sky was just really grey. So already I was just like, this is not the, like, I was so excited, and it just felt like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be, blah blah blah. And I was just really excited about being there, but then the weather was just a mood killer, and the skies were really grey, so it just felt like really oh, I don't know how to describe it. It just felt very gloomy. Like it didn't feel good to me. And obviously I'd been living in Ho Chi Minh for 2 years, so it was always sunny. You could always see the blue sky, and this was just completely different to what I was used to. So I just put it down to the weather being bad. And then come to find out, after being there for a while and visiting after this experience, I've actually realised that I've never seen a blue sky in Hanoi, but it's down to the pollution and not actually the weather, which is a shame. I've never seen a blue sky there. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh yeah, I think I actually need to go back, because when I was in London, I had been speaking to an agent, because I actually would consider myself a big planner. So I was actually in contact with a few agents, and then I found an agent that I really liked, so we had been in contact for a while. And I had seen an apartment that I was really interested in. And obviously, guys, when you're apartment hunting in Vietnam, or anywhere in the world, to be honest, anywhere abroad, you definitely need to pick more than one apartment. But because I had been living in Vietnam for a long time, I kind of know what to expect when I see the pictures. I know what's real, what's fake, what might be like from two complete different apartments put together. Anyway, so when I saw the apartment, I fell in love with it. We had agreed on a price. The agent had spoken to the landlord, and we all agreed. And I was just like, please keep it for me. I'll be there in a few weeks, blah, 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 blah. And I had a few backups as well. And I had also arranged a day for her to like take me around. And if I didn't find anything, obviously I would look for more. But I was set on that one apartment. And when I arrived, after a few days of getting settled in, I went to go and see the apartment, and I was just like so excited about it. It was in a district that I really liked. Guys, it looked exactly like the photos. It looked better than what I was imagining. The pool was amazing. It had a gym as well, and yeah. So I got there, I was looking around, I was so excited, I was taking videos. I wasn't vlogging, I was just taking videos so I can look back at it on my phone. And the landlord was there. He was really excited. I didn't know he was going to be there. Usually, or sometimes the landlord is there, and sometimes the landlord isn't. Anyway, so for some reason, the landlord decided to put the rent up by $200. Like, as soon as he saw me, he just decided he was gonna put the price up. And this does happen sometimes. It's not very common, but it actually does happen, and I'm glad it happened to me so I can tell you guys and share my experiences. So yeah, I was really upset, because it was already a lot higher than my budget, if you know what I mean. It was already $100 more than my original budget. So me now pushing it $200 more, so $300 higher than my original budget, I was not gonna do it. And I was really upset, because that's the one I want. You know, when you have your eyes set on something. Anyway, so I left that place. Oh yeah, and another thing, he put the rent up, and then he told me that the apartment wasn't serviced. So that meant that not only did he put the rent up, I had to pay for Wi-Fi and things like that. And I'm just used to Ho Chi Minh just being a lot more easier for expats. Like most apartments that you go and view, the rent, you pay for rent and you pay for electricity. Everything else is included. For example, like a cleaner will come and clean your apartment, you get water included. What else? Parking's included, a pool, gym, if the building does have that. So I'm just used to serviced apartments, and I guess Ho Chi Minh City has really spoiled me. And Hanoi, most places are not actually serviced, which for me was really annoying. So he just wanted me to pay too much, and I just thought, no, I'm not doing that. Anyway, yeah, so after that day I was like really down. I was just like, ugh. Luckily, my friend Stevie, he let me stay over at his until I found a place, which was really nice of him. Yeah, so I was staying at Stevie's and still apartment hunted. I went and viewed maybe like 15 apartments, guys, and for me that is like, no, that's too many, because usually if I see something that I like, I know that I like it, and I would only need to see 3 or 4 just to make sure. But I saw 15 apartments and I didn't like any of them. It wasn't me being too picky. In fact, it was me being picky, because it's like essentially it's my money that I was going to spend. Yeah, I didn't like any of them. I don't know what it was. As soon as I arrived in Hanoi, I just felt something wasn't right. It was really, really weird. Something went sitting with my soul. The weather, the apartments, it just, something wasn't right, and I couldn't kick this feeling. Anyway, guys, this is just like one of the reasons why I left Hanoi. There were actually 3 or 4 reasons, guys, why I ended up leaving Hanoi. The first one is that from the beginning, literally from the time that I stepped off the plane, something did not feel right. And I don't know if it's like intuition, instinct, or whatever you want to call it, guys. I just didn't have a good feeling. And then the apartment thing, I couldn't find an apartment that felt right. And the weather, I don't really mind the weather, to be honest. One thing I actually did like, as much as I hated that season, it was probably winter. I didn't necessarily love the weather, but it is nice to have 4 seasons, because Ho Chi Minh City is either rainy or really hot. So actually no, the weather, I could deal with it. But yeah, another thing actually for me, which maybe some people might find a bit offensive, is that I didn't find the locals in Hanoi friendly at all. This is just my personal opinion. I don't know if you live in Hanoi and you want to put some input down below, you can. But for me, compared to Ho Chi Minh City, where most of the locals are extremely friendly and bubbly, it was weird to see people so cold in Vietnam. And I guess it's just 2 different, like, I don't know, they're just different. 2 different cities, different people. But I personally didn't really find the locals as friendly as I did in Ho Chi Minh City, so it didn't really help the situation that I was in at the time. And the last thing, something happened, guys, that I don't think I'm ready to talk about on camera or share with you guys. I don't know if I'm ever going to. I don't know if I'm ready to share it. It was quite a big something that happened that yeah, it was bad. Basically, it was a situation that happened while I was there, and that was the set in stone. That was the decision maker. Hanoi is not for me. I need to leave this place now. I need to leave, like some juju going on. I'm joking. I don't know, that was the deciding factor for me, guys. And it's so crazy because as soon as that thing happened, the last straw, I was just like, wow, this place really wasn't for me. And it's just crazy because you can plan things, just like I said, I'm kind of a planner. I'm also very spontaneous, so me going there was spontaneous, but then I also like planned it in that short space of time. But you can plan things as much as you want, guys, but if it's not meant to be, it's not going to be. So as they say, what is it, make plans and God laughs. Yeah, that's how I felt about Hanoi. I know I said I didn't want to talk about it, but I just wanted to shout out my friend Devin. I don't know if she's going to watch this or if she isn't. She was a lifesaver in the situation that happened with me. She literally held it down and was a definition of what a true friend is. And yeah, shout out Devin. Her Instagram is Ready Set Fro. She's a dope ass girl. She's here on YouTube. Right now she's living her best life in Costa Rica. And yeah, like, do you know, it's so weird because when things happen, you kind of realize like who's really there for you, and it may not even be someone who you're like exactly like really close to. It could be a new friend or someone that's just been put on this earth to save your life. But yeah, I'm really grateful for you, and just shout out to you for being an amazing person. That's enough on that topic. The crazy thing is, guys, as soon as I was ready and made my decision, after the whole incident happened, I was actually gonna go back home to London, but I spoke to my mum and she was just like, you don't need to really come back home, like we're here to support you, but you don't need to come back home, you're strong, blah blah blah. And yeah, just if you can go back to the previous city that you lived in, which is Ho Chi Minh, then try and see what it's like there. So I actually reached out to my manager and the the lady who I was doing private lessons for, and literally as soon as I reached out to both managers, they instantly was like, come back now and start tomorrow. I literally could not believe it. So I basically got my jobs back, I got my apartment back, and I was working within like 2 days of me moving back. It was incredible. So yeah guys, yeah, so literally from around March I've been living in Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, and now it is October and I left Ho Chi Minh City, has it been 2 weeks? It's been like 2 weeks now. So I've been in London for the past 2 weeks. Ho Chi Minh City is my home. It will always have a special place in my heart. But special announcement is basically, guys, I'm only in London for a short period of time. I'm only in Hanoi. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention, guys, it's so crazy because after the whole me moving to Hanoi and me going back to Ho Chi Minh City, guys, I've been to Hanoi so many times and I actually love it, but I just know that I'm not meant to live there. But I actually do love Hanoi. What happened? Okay, I don't know what happened with my camera, but anyway, I actually really like Hanoi. It's so weird. Like, I've had so many fun times since everything happened. I'm happy. I'm very happy. And I like to share my experiences, what I'm open to share with you guys anyway, so that you guys can learn from me. I'm not perfect. Stuff does happen and that's just life, really. Some places are for you and some places aren't. So yeah, I'm so happy that you guys are sharing my journey with me. I couldn't think of the words. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, so I'm only in London for a short period of time, and then in December I'm going to Africa. I'm so excited, guys. I'm going to Ghana and I'm going to Sierra Leone, the motherland. In Ghana I'll be going to Afro Nation, if you guys know about that festival. But the big news is I am moving back to Vietnam, guys, in a few months, but I will be moving to a different city in Vietnam. And I know you guys, I'm always telling you guys that I'm moving, but I'm moving to Da Nang. Yes, I know some of you already probably would have guessed that, but I am in love with Da Nang. I've been there so many times now since my birthday, which was just in July, just because I actually fell in love. I just fell in love with the city. It's just something that I could never have dreamed of. Yeah, so basically, guys, I can't wait for you guys to come on this journey. As this journey evolves, I've been living in Vietnam for on and off 3 years now, so it's just evolving every day and it's gonna be fun. It's going to be exciting. What I'll be doing in Da Nang, I know some of you will have some questions. I'm actually going to be continuing my online business, which is ZinaTara, my consultancy business. So for those of you that don't know, I haven't been teaching. Oh yeah, this is another thing. I actually haven't been teaching for the past 2 months. I've been working on my business where I actually help you guys move over to Vietnam or Southeast Asia. So if any of you guys are interested, email me zinatarablog@gmail.com. I'll put it here and I'll also put it in the description box for you guys. Yeah, so contact me if you are interested. That's what I'll be working on. And yeah, I want you guys to leave any questions that you have down below. I know this video is kind of like all over the place, but I just wanted to have a chit chat with you guys, let you know what I've been up to, what's going on. And yeah, I want you guys to know that, like, if something bad does happen, you guys have to just keep moving, because you don't even know how this year has turned around. Like, at the beginning of this year I thought just cancel the whole of 2019 already, guys. Just cancel it. I went quiet for a while. I was a bit depressed. I was like, I was going through it. I wanted to come home after just being home. Yeah, and even like why I'm home now, there's another situation which is kind of sad, but I will tell you guys about that in the next video. Yeah, like, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for some amazing content coming along the way. I'm definitely going to be vlogging while I'm in London, while I'm in Africa, while I move to Da Nang. I'm also going to be showing you guys how I prepare for my move to Da Nang as well. And yeah, contact me if you are interested in moving to Southeast Asia to teach English. I can give you the right advice that you may need. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Also click the notification bell so that you know when I have uploaded. If I've forgotten to answer anything, guys, leave some questions down below for me and I will get back to you ASAP. I hope this video recorded properly.